Raven Jackson was an influencer born in the USA on September 24th, 1997 in Tennessee. Many of her peers and followers always stated that she always had a way with words. Not only did she have around 3,000 followers on Instagram, she also was a motivational speaker and a model. She graduated in Jackson State University, as well as going on to study in the biomedical field. These were not her only achievements. Later on, she began speaking about the awareness of mental health, as well as owning her own clothing line called Go Crazy with Fitness. With all of these things combined, it seemed like she was on a positive path in her life. Not only was she helping others in terms of mental health, she was also building a name for herself and a brand. Eventually, though, things went astray. As on September 6th, 2022, her boyfriend, rapper from Chicago, 31-year-old 600 Breezy, would post an Instagram message along with a photo. And in that caption, he wrote, "Baby, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? I was coming back home and I promised you I would. You just gonna leave me forever? You know how many people love you, Raven. I would have never left if this was the outcome." 600 Breezy with that post would shock the world along with her followers and friends. How in the world could someone so inspirational, someone with seemingly so much positive power, positive reinforcement, do such a thing to herself? As he stated that she took her own life. As time passed, many people put a lot of things together. Many people began searching and trying to look for a reason as to why she would do this. The further people dug, the more skeletons came out of the closet. Raven Jackson had a history of struggling with mental health. There was a text with her boyfriend, 600 Breezy, and she stated, "I'm just tired, baby. I was dealing with these thoughts before you met me. I was just waiting for the right time. It's nobody's fault. I've been tired for a long time. I gave up a long time ago. I just do a good job at hiding it." Some more rumors would show themselves, as many would state that she was actually struggling with issues within her family. As in, she was alone. Now, whether this is factual or not remains to be seen, but Raven Jackson, as an individual, was struggling with mental health on her own. And even though she put on that brave face of putting out empowering words, powerful thoughts, and a message to keep going, there were those underlying problems. She would always have these sayings and these words of motivation that, yes, were powerful, but sometimes just showed a little bit of the cracks underneath.
Like it ain't no ifs and no. We're not failing. That's not a thing. Like, we don't do that. I cannot afford to fail. I don't have a safety net. If some shit fuck over here, I don't have nobody to help me. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all got help. You got help. So you see failure as an option. It's not an option for me. When you start looking at life like that, you start to move different. That's y'all problem. You think somebody gonna save you. When you know ain't nobody to save you, there to save you, you move different. You stop being so careless. You stop moving so frivolously. You stop being so generous with your time because you know how important it is and you know you can't get it back. That's y'all problem. See, y'all move like this shit ain't life or death.
as much as this is about her, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in. With her mentality and the way she would move, it was extremely positive. But at the same time, underneath, there were glaring signs of issues. Her mental health really showed that to her, she had no one. She had no one behind her, and it was only her. In her mental, it was complete damage pretty much every day of her life. Although she owned a athletic leisure line, or maybe even owned a gym, was extremely versatile and verse and an influencer with the way she spoke with her words. Underneath, she had a very eat or die mentality. Now, although that is the way this planet works, we have come forward as a society. Now, to say that everybody is able to live on a path of complete luxury would obviously be laughable. That's not a thing. That is not possible. So, with Raven Jackson, she more than likely experienced more than a lot of people will. But at the same time, that did not make her happy at her core. She still suffered underneath. She felt like no matter what, nobody was there for her. And eventually, it just became overbearing or too much. In that audio that I played you, she stated very much that she works like a machine. She operates like a machine where it's eat or die, and there is no one to save you. No one will back you up. No one will be there when you need it the most. And that is the false part of the mentality. I respect her for what she's done for many people. I respect her for her bravery and her mentality. But at the same time, part of that mentality runs off of a complete machine, a eat or die machine that we know, we've seen time and time again, is not sustainable. It eats you alive. Not everyone is fortunate in life to have people back them up, but there is always somebody who cares about you. There is always somebody out there who cares. And even though in her life she felt like no one cared, she had thousands of people watch upon her. Thousands of people look at her. And in their mental, they cared about her. If she was to talk to any of these people, I'm pretty sure they would listen. And they would try to help her if she gave them that time. Now, what if she did or if she did not? Obviously, we will never know. But there is always somebody out there who cares about you. No matter if you feel like it is not worth it anymore. No matter if you feel like no one cares, there is always someone who cares. Someone cares. Raven Jackson ran off of the eat or be eaten mentality. And unfortunately, she fell victim to mental illness and suicide. This affects so many people on a daily basis. The way we run this nation runs off of a eat or be eaten, predator and prey mentality. And as I said, it is not sustainable. It does not work. Rest in peace, Raven Jackson.